when transition his seasons come, sometimes you may find that you made certain mistakes that have costed you. Does it mean that it's fatal, that you cannot be able to rise again? That's not true. It's possible for you to recover from the mistakes that you might have made in the transition seasons. My name is Coach Judy Mzungu Jabali. My assignment is to guide individuals towards healing, finding their identity, and rediscovering the path to their purpose. So what are some of the mistakes that people make in the transition seasons? It could be that one, the delay, maybe you take slightly longer in the transition season because maybe you fell into the trap of some sort of addiction. Or sometimes you found that you got stuck and completely were not able to rise again, in as much as this was a temporary season. Maybe for you, in your mind, you registered it as the end of the road. Therefore, you lost the capacity to be able to rise again. Or it could be maybe you just found yourself in wrong company, drifted away. Maybe you felt like actually you lost the path to your purpose in that particular season. Is it possible for you to recover completely? Yes. Joel 2:25-26 says, He restores the years that the locust and the cankerworm has eaten. Therefore, it's possible for you to recover from the lost years. And what is the strategy? What would you be able to do for you then to be able to rise again? One, there must be illumination in your mind. Your mind must be able to register that something went wrong, because there are people who are stuck. There are people who took a wrong turn, but are completely stuck in it till today and tomorrow because their mind cannot register that there's something wrong. The moment your mind can be able to register that actually I am living way below my capacity, I am living way below my potential, I have good news for you. That right there means that you're already on step one. The fact that you can acknowledge something is wrong. This is not where I belong. Then, once that illumination comes into your mind, the next thing that you must be able to do is to see what happened or what caused me to take that wrong turn. Many times when we make mistakes, we kind of condemn ourselves. But we don't seem to realize that the mistakes are not mistakes in and of themselves. Yes, they are mistakes, but they were caused usually by the fact that we were wounded by something from the past. Let me give you an example. If you have identity issues that were caused maybe by a rejection somewhere along the way, it's possible that as you journey through life, you'll make certain relationship choices that are a mistake. It's possible that as you journey through life, maybe you will fall into an addiction habit. Does it mean that that is who you are? No. If you can be able to know that actually this problem started because I had identity issues, maybe right from childhood, it's possible that as you begin to recover, as you begin to understand that this is where the problem is, then you're already on stage 2, because that gives you a fighting chance to say, yes, this is what happened, and therefore, because this is what happened, this is what caused me to do this, I am not necessarily a bad person. Stage 2. Stage 3 is where now you begin to see yourself correctly. You begin to look at your gifts. You begin to look at your abilities. You begin to remember, when I was in school, I was good at this. Or maybe they have told me I'm a creative person. They have told me that they can trust me to take care of stuff. They have told me that I'm good with my hands. Just that realization of the gifts that I knew. Or maybe, I'm a good leader. I can be able to rally people and get people. Just the fact that you can be able to see something good in yourself, regardless of the mistakes, regardless of the delays in the transition season, that is good enough. You have something to work with. How do you navigate out of this transition season? You need a relationship with God. There's no running away from it, because it is only in partnering with God that He will begin to show you, this is who I created you to be. This is what I deposited in you, and this is how I desire that you will use it. Because other than a partnership with God, you will not be able to tap into the realm of wisdom Because you need wisdom from God to then have divine ideas and strategies, because there are many people gifted in a similar way like you. But what is it that is going to show you your uniqueness, your uniqueness is a relationship with God in partnership with you being able to see your gifts correctly. How do you navigate and get out of this transition season, or the mistakes that you made in the transition seasons? Make sure that you have correct company. Get people who will inspire you, people who will encourage you, people who will speak life to you. Get people who can see the gifts in you. Because many times people want to see all the mistakes you have made. That is good. Maybe it serves them, but it will not serve you for where you need to go. For you to be able to rise up and overcome the mistakes that you made in the transition seasons, you need people who see you beyond your mistakes. You need people who see you beyond your current level, and they can begin to see your potential and tell you, you are a creative. I know you can do this. That's what you need. You need cheerleaders. You need genuine people who can be able to support you, because coming out of a transition season is not easy. You need people who believe in you, who can support your dream even as you're coming out. What else needs to happen for you then to be able to recover from the mistakes that you made? Begin to build your mental capacity. How do you build your mental capacity? What you're watching, what you're reading, what you're listening to. There's a lot of material right now, even on social media. While comedy and everything and people dancing is good, there must be that place where you actually take time to listen to material that will build your mental capacity. Listen to material that will inspire you. Listen to material that will build you up. Listen to material that will challenge you, because that not only builds your mental capacity, but it also builds your willpower, so that then you are able to rise again. Then it begins to charge your batteries to know that it's possible. That's all that you need. Before long, you can then start the vehicle that has been stuck for a long time, maybe in that transition season, because of that mistake. And my hope for you is to tell you that it's possible for that engine to get restarted. It's possible for the vehicle that is your life to get back on the road. And it's possible. It's more like a GPS system, if you may. You know what? If you get lost somewhere along the way, you'll get to a place where you will not hear the sound of that lady saying, at this point, turn left. But when you take the turning and you hit the right direction, you'll begin to hear the sound of that lady saying, take your left, recenter, do this. That is the place of recovery. My hope for you, or my message for you today, is that you may have made some mistakes. There may have been a little delay along the road, but if you can be able to just see yourself, rise beyond the mistakes, heal, and then partnering with God, tap into the wisdom and tap into the gifts and abilities that He has deposited in you, it's possible for you to power your vision. That's why I wrote a book called Power Your Vision, because it's possible for your vision to come alive.